Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And on the screen today, you're going to be watching some very mediocre Modern Warfare gameplay, but it's going to be kind of a more serious video today, and I'm not trying to make it, too long. So I do want to kind of get this point across pretty quick. I don't want to have to keep you here for any more time than you bargained for. So 30 seconds in, I'm already like rambling and stuff. But anyway, beside the point, today, motivation's a funny thing, because if you remember 2 videos ago, I was talking about how I wasn't motivated or any of that type of stuff. I wasn't really feeling YouTube. I wasn't really feeling anything really. And now fast forward 2 days later to today, and you're gonna be watching this tomorrow, tomorrow being October 10th, and now I feel more motivated than ever. And I'm not sure why, I'm not sure how, I'm not sure the reason, but that's just the way I feel right now. And to feel motivated, when you feel really motivated, it's something else. Like it's a feeling that you can't explain. It just feels like you can work forever. It feels like you don't even sense the sense of tiredness, if you want to call it that, or you don't feel sleepy or drowsy, or you don't feel like you're losing focus at all. You just feel like you want to just you want to do your work, you want to focus on whatever you're focusing on. And for that, or for me, that means making videos and being interactive on social media and posting our little video clips and all those types of things. And it's a really good feeling, and I hope that everybody that's watching this can feel this feeling at some point in their life, because it's definitely one of the best feelings that you can ever feel. And to kind of piggyback off of that, it's kind of like it's just kind of running through my mind. It's like, if you don't want to do something like that, somebody tells you you don't have to do that, right? If you're a kid right now, kind of like how I was, and you don't want to go to college, or you don't want to do whatever that your friends are telling you to do, or do whatever that like your mom or dad or whoever is telling you to do, you don't have to do that. And I don't want to hear any of that shit, and anybody saying, oh well, you have to do this or you have to do that. Obviously I don't want to tell you to disobey your parents. You obviously should to some extent. But if your mom is telling you that you have to go to college and you're not trying to go, you don't have to go. Don't let her coerce you, or don't let her force you into going, because that's something that you don't want to do. But at the same time, I'm not saying to just sit at home on your ass on on YouTube and watch my videos or any of that type of stuff. You still have to go out, and you still have to show her that, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna go to college, but I'm gonna go and work at like Walmart, or I'm gonna go and like make some money, or I'm gonna go like get this internship, or I'm gonna go work for free to build up my experience, or I'm gonna go actually get a regular job, like a 9 to 5, or whatever. It doesn't matter either way. You don't have to do things that people don't want to tell you. And that has definitely resonated with me a lot over these past probably 2 weeks or so, because I kind of had a lot of outside forces telling me, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do this and whatever. It's like, as long as you're cared for, with me, I live alone. As long as my rent is paid and I have a roof over my head and I have food in the fridge, nobody's telling me shit, and I don't care, and I don't want to hear it. And a lot of people say, oh, like that's selfish and this and whatever, and it's like people are just trying to help you. It's like, I understand people might be trying to help me, I totally get it, but if you have it premeditated, if you have a vision, if you if you worked it out in your head and it's gonna work, and you're gonna do all the work, and you're gonna do whatever it takes to make your vision work and to make your vision come through, you don't need approval from anybody. You don't need any of that stuff. You just have to get into your own head, get quiet, get off social media, forget all that infinite scrolling, all that shit. I know you can scroll on Facebook for hours, I know you can scroll on Twitter for hours. Forget all that. I read this quote, and it said, if somebody paid me, or if I paid somebody, so the quote said, if I paid somebody to do what I just did for the last hour, did I get my money's worth, right? So and that's, you don't have to put a price on that hour, but you have to look at it like, did I just spend that hour wisely, or did I just spend that hour wasting time, right? And obviously you don't have to spend every single hour working, right? They're like, and I'm not saying that, you could just spend every hour like, just fucking around or anything like that. But you still have to put in the work at the end of the day. There's still like times when, you could just chill out and you want to relax and whatever, right? Like, I totally understand that. But if you have a vision and you want that vision to come through, and you know that you could put in the work for that vision to come through, please don't let anybody stop you. Please don't let anybody hold you back. In 3 months, it's currently October 9th. You're going to be watching this on October 10th. In less than 3 months, actually, we're going to be starting a new decade. Okay? In like 1 month, Modern Warfare 2 is going to be 10 years old. We're going to be starting a new decade. So, like, and next decade, I don't want to hear none of this, like, like I'm living for other people. I want to hear I'm living for myself. I'm doing what I want to do, and this is what makes me happy every day, and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna make it come true. I'm gonna make it work, and I'm gonna, and it's not necessarily just to prove everybody wrong. It's something for you, right? Don't look at it like, oh, well, I'm gonna shove this in this person's face because they said I couldn't do it. Yeah, like, that's whatever. Like, doing that is fine, like, but don't make that your total, like, your end goal. Make it so that, your end goal is to be happy. And if playing video games makes you happy, then do that. If I don't know, doing Uber makes you happy, then you do that. If I don't know, changing people's light bulbs, I'm just taking random stuff from my room. If changing people's light bulbs, makes you happy, then sure. If making a new headset to compete with Astro, if that makes you happy, if you want to go design that and market it and sell it, then you do that. Don't let anybody hold you back and say, oh, well, I don't think you should do this, or oh, I don't think you should do that. Fuck that, bro. It's 2019. It's almost 2020. We're starting a new decade, and it's time for you to live your life for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're only here one time. You're playing Search and Destroy. This is round 7, Search and Destroy, or round 11. Depends when you started playing COD. Search and Destroy, right? You don't get to respawn. There's none of that. So you better live your life the way you want to live it, because you only get to be here one time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. It's very much appreciated. All relevant links are down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next one.